are the graduating classes to follow. The class of 2019 is one of the best groups ever to walk the halls of Saluda High School. This group of students has excelled in all areas, from the classroom to the playing fields to the audition stage. These students have forever left their mark on Saluda. As we all know, Saluda High School has prepared and graduated thousands of students over the years. From doctors to lawyers, teachers to farmers, servicemen and women, Saluda High School alumni have positively impacted our community, state, nation, and the world. One of these individuals is Command Senior Chief Jasmine LeVar Davis. Senior Chief Davis is a native of Saluda, South Carolina, and a graduate of the Saluda High School class of 1997. During Senior Chief Davis's time at Saluda High School, he was a member of the Naval Junior ROTC unit, a member of the track and football teams, and an outstanding student and ambassador. During his senior year, Senior Chief Davis enlisted in the United States Navy, and following his basic training, he reported to Hospital Foremanship A School and then attended Field Medical Service School in Jacksonville, North Carolina. During his years of service, Senior Chief Davis served at the National Naval Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, the Naval Medical Center in Fort Smith, Virginia, the Branch Medical Clinic in Parris Island, and the Naval Medical Center in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. In addition, Senior Chief Davis served on the USS Arleigh Burke, on the USS Abraham Lincoln, served in Cuba, as well as in Kuwait, and currently serves as the Naval ROTC Command Senior Chief at the Citadel in Charleston. Senior Chief Davis is an honor graduate of the United States Navy Senior Enlisted Academy and Command Master Chief of the Boat Course. Senior Chief Davis holds a Bachelor of Science in Health Education and a Master's of Science in Healthcare Administration. It is my great honor to welcome home Saluda High School class of 1997 Command Senior Chief LeVar Davis.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Livingston, Ms. Longshore, faculty, parents, and students. I'm honored to be a guest speaker for the class of 2019 commencement ceremony. Before I go any further, would all educators in the audience please stand? All educators in the audience, please stand. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you for the vital role that you all have played in the lives of these young men and women. You have educated, mentored, role modeled, nurtured, and now these are those who move on to their next chapter in life. To the parents, continue to be their greatest supporter, their greatest motivator. Love them throughout their journey in life. They will need you now more than ever. Class of 2019, let me take you on a short stroll back to 1997. In June of '97, the #1 song was Puff Daddy featuring Mix. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. I would sing it, but I better stick to my day job. If you wanted the tape or the CD, you had to physically go to a record store. The iTunes Music Store was non-existent at the time. The top grossing movie in '97 was the Titanic. The Green Bay Packers were the Super Bowl champions, and the NBA champions were the Chicago Bulls, led by some player named Michael Jordan, who was once cut from his high school basketball team. In 1997, half of the homes in the United States had internet access through a domain known as AOL, America Online. You clicked on the icon, your dial-up will come on, and it would sound like R2D2. And if you were lucky, you were greeted with the simple, "You got mail." Social media was passing notes before, during, and after class. The biggest fear was not getting enough likes on your status, but having one of those notes intercepted by your teachers. They would always threaten to read it out loud in class. Nowadays, you can have a giant snake on your porch, wrapped around a duck ornament, and post it to social media and have help within minutes. That's a shout out to Miss Debbie Shealy, she's here. I never would have imagined myself 22 years ago being a guest speaker and serving in my home state as the command senior chief at the Citadel and making a positive impact on future leaders in the military. Prior to my senior year, I had no plans of joining the military or going to college. I joined the Navy in November of '97 as I slowly figured out that I was not going to be a 6'5", 250-pound football player. In many ways, high school prepared me for college and subsequently the military. I'll be completely transparent and say that I was not the best student academically. I knew that I had to do well in English and math, but figured I could get a C in everything else without studying. I had teachers throughout high school tell me I would do so much better if I applied myself. Within the Navy, I attended multiple schools and had to take tests to advance. It quickly became apparent that I was given some great advice in high school, and I decided to apply myself. I realized that academically I was much stronger than I imagined, and I finished at the top of all of my military schools and scored above average on all of my advancement exams. My confidence grew, and I decided it was time to tackle the academic rigors of college. As you heard from my bio, I was able to complete my master's degree in healthcare administration. I challenge you to do your best, give maximum effort, and great things will happen for you. Before I close, I would like to leave you with my personal leadership philosophy. I usually reserve this for a military audience, however, I've tailored it for you. Repeat them after me. Number 1, stay engaged. Oh, you gotta give me better than that. Number 1, stay engaged. Whether you're going to college or entering the workforce, you have a choice to be involved in your organization or institution. Your involvement will help determine the level of personal satisfaction that you will have. So stay engaged and get engaged. Number 2, earn it every day. There's a saying that opportunity only knocks once. I disagree. There will be multiple opportunities throughout life if you are willing to put forth the effort and earn it every day. As an adult, nothing will be given to you. You have to be willing to earn it, and opportunity will knock continuously. Last but not least, prepare to win. Preparing to win means being ready at all times by developing yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Are you reading? Are you exercising? What does your best you look like? If you say today that you are at your best, I would challenge you to reevaluate yourself and seek growth. In conclusion, do not allow yourself to become comfortable with mediocrity. Every day we can learn something new. Every day we can have a positive impact on someone. And every day we can contribute to something greater. And in doing so, we will advance ourselves, our fellow man, and our great nation. Class of 2019, it has been an honor to be your guest speaker. May God continue to bless you in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce this year's salutatorian. Alexander Nicole Addy is the daughter of Dawn and Chris Bridges and Leslie Addy. She has been the vice president of the Beta Club. She plans to attend Presbyterian College in the fall to study pharmacy. She is a Highlander Scholarship recipient. Please welcome Alexander Addy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be up here to speak to you all tonight. Throughout high school, I have learned many valuable lessons, but right now, the one that speaks to me the most is that there are always two sides to every story. However, in this case, this is an 138-sided story, and each one is just as important as the other. Every one of my fellow graduates has experienced high school differently. And it has been those experiences that have shaped us in the futures we want to have. Some may see themselves behind the white picket fence. Some may see themselves in the big city running their own company. And some may just decide to own 32 cats. Whatever path you choose, I hope you do all the things it takes to get you there. The road may not be easy, but I know it will be worth it, because it's the same rocky road I walked to get here. There will be times when you are so tired, you aren't sure you can keep your head up. And there will be times that you have to stay up until 2 a.m. to get that assignment done on time after a long day of work. There will be events or parties you must skip out on to benefit your future. And I hope you make the choices it takes to get you to the future you want. Lawrence Fishburne once said, "We must do what we have to do today so that tomorrow we may do what we want to do." These have been the words I lived by for the past 4 years. Every long night at Pizza Hut, when I didn't leave until 1 a.m., or every time I had to pass up going out with a friend to get the assignment done I didn't get a chance to finish on my break, I wondered, why am I doing this? No one else would. But this feeling I have right now of pride in myself and seeing my family's faces and how proud I made them is exactly why I did it. So now I encourage you all to do the same and to live by a similar and just as powerful quote spoken by Jerry Rice. Today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can accomplish what others can't. It is my wish that each of you will go on to accomplish great things, whether that be owning your own company, starting that family, or just buying a cat. Do whatever you choose with a passion and desire for greatness, and you will achieve. Congratulations, class of 2019.
It is also my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2019, Macy Rebecca Crawford. Macy is the daughter of Jimmy and Elaine Crawford. She was a member of the Beta Club and National Honor Society. Macy has received the South Carolina Academic Honors Award and Pamela Fellow Scholarship. She also received a College of Charleston Honor College Merit Scholarship. She was a member of the varsity tennis team for 4 years, earning all regions her junior year. Her passion is singing and entertaining, and she competed on the local, state, and national levels. Upon graduation, Macy will attend the College of Charleston Honors College, where she will major in music, arts management, and with a focus in music and a minor in Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Macy Crawford.
Dr. Livingston, members of the board, faculty and staff, esteemed guests, and my fellow graduates, I am truly honored to have the opportunity to speak to you tonight. As many of you know, I spend the vast majority of my free time singing, and I'm a lot better at that than I am at public speaking, but I hope I'll be able to do this opportunity justice. I guess we should go back to where it all began, elementary school. I'm what some people would call a Hollyweird, because I went to Hollywood Elementary School. So those who went elsewhere may not be able to relate to some of these things, but I'm sure that we had some very similar experiences. The main thing that sticks out in my head when I reminisce on my elementary school days is crying on the first day of school every year until the 3rd grade. Little did I know that I would be crying over school on a much more regular basis further down the road. Shout out to Ms. Forrest and Mr. Johnson. I also consider elementary school the peak of my athleticism. But I guess it's not that hard to do well in dodgeball when your biggest threat is a 3'9" 5-year-old who just learned how to play dodgeball. Besides field days, end of the year celebrations, and overseeing cicada nurseries every day at recess, I think there's one more thing that we can all relate to:
The absolute terror that ensued in 5th grade when we realized we were going to have to go to middle school. Hollywood brought in a Saluda High senior to speak to us about the new chapter of our lives we would soon embark on. I remember him saying that he went to Hollywood, but his best friend went to Saluda Elementary. I also remember looking at my friends and saying, yeah, right, definitely not. Not only were we going to an entirely new school, we're going to school with a bunch of people that we have pretty much never talked to in our entire lives. Mind you, I did have some friends that went to Saluda, but Saluda people and Hollywood people could never become best friends. Now here I am with most of my best friends being from Saluda Elementary. Anyways, middle school was very daunting. How do I open a locker? How am I going to find my classes without a teacher guiding me? How am I supposed to type on a keyboard without looking at the letters and looking at the screen? However, all of these worries soon diminished and we fell right into place. Some of my personal favorite memories include Miss Shaw teaching us math by singing Beyonce, an Algebra 1 student in Miss Wilkowski's class scaring the substitute with a fake spider and blaming it on everyone else, Mr. Crumpton forcing us to watch soccer videos at the end of the year, and of course, who could forget the craziness that happened on the Beta Club trips. Y'all don't even want to know. Once we made it through middle school, it was finally time for high school. The freedom we had all been waiting for. What we soon found out is that freedom did mean getting to sit in the student section on Friday nights, but it also meant having to muster up the motivation to start your English paper before the night is due. Making sure your Chromebook is charged every day. Making sure you have on your ID so you don't get written up. And of course, making sure you don't get run over or run into in the school parking lot. It was a lot to handle at times, but I think we've done a pretty good job. These past 4 years have been full of hard work, but they've also been full of dancing in the student section, dressing crazy for Spirit Week, making up dumb names when playing Kahoot, dance battles at prom, fun pep rally games, participating in service activities, and awesome Tiger Pride days. They were also full of crying in the lab while Mr. Johnson is laughing and saying, "This is real science." Many bad encounters in the gym, which I hope doesn't happen tonight. Having to run the mile on the coldest and hottest of days, dropping trays in the cafeteria, crying over math that you're pretty sure you're not even going to have to use in the real world, wondering what even is the real world, and opening up your Chromebook to do an assignment just to find out that it's already dead and nobody has a charger. Our educational careers have had so many highs and lows, but tonight we celebrate because we actually survived. Despite all the jokes we made about dropping out, we stayed strong to the end, and we have finally made it. One last thing I'd like to mention about our time in school is the 2 angels we have left seats for tonight. Omar and Reggie may not be here with us physically, but they are on our minds and always in our hearts. They may never physically get a high school diploma, but our victories are their victories. And I'm sure that we can all agree that our classmates are right here with us tonight graduating. To their families, I know this is a tough night for you, but we stand with you and we thank you for giving us 2 amazing boys who made an everlasting impact at extremely young ages. To the faculty and staff of SHS, thank you for believing in us and guiding us in the right direction. The same goes for our parents, family, and friends. We appreciate your encouragement, support, and unconditional love. I would personally like to thank God for everything He has blessed me with and the unconditional love He shows. I hope all of us here tonight realize how blessed we are. We are fortunate enough to live in a free country where we can obtain a free education, fortunate enough to go to a school where the faculty cares about each and every one of us, and fortunate enough to go to a school where people of so many different backgrounds come together as one student body. No matter what your situation at home is, you know that you can come to Saluda High School and have a true family, consisting of people who will take care of you, encourage you, and lift you up, and guide you in the right direction. Class of 2019, I wish you all the absolute best, and whatever path you take, I hope you work hard, I hope you surround yourself with good people, I hope you grow into well-rounded young adults, and I hope that you live a life that you will look back on and be extremely proud of. I pray that you always stand strong for what you believe in and stay rooted in your morals even when it's tough. It is time to embark on the next chapter of our lives, and tonight we say, thank you, next. And no, it was nothing at all like High School Musical, but at least it wasn't as bad as Mean Girls. Thank you.
Dr. Livingston, members of the board, and honored guests. The students before you have met the requirements necessary to receive a South Carolina high school diploma or certificate as outlined by the state of South Carolina and the Saluda County School District's Board of Trustees. At this time, I am proud to present to you the Saluda High School graduating class of 2019. Junior marshals, will you please take your positions? As we prepare to award the diplomas, please be reminded that this is a ceremony. Each student before you has worked very hard, and they and their families deserve to hear their name being called out. I ask that you honor each graduate appropriately and equally. Will the front row please rise?
Richard Garnett Abney. Alondra Activeda Castillo. Alexandria Nicole Addy. Octavio Alcudia Laura. Beatrice Alfaro. Lucas Young Allen. Hadiel Anzaldo. Shakidra Cariana Atchinson. Matthew Theron Bailey. Braxton Leanne Haydenbow. Giselle Bello Bravo. Samantha Benitez. Adam Michael Black. Maggie Lee Black. Charles Tyrese Bosket. Kanaya Ayana Bosket. Sean Blaze Bryan. Contavious DeAndre. Austin William Byers. Cameron Scott Campbell. Alejandro Cardenas Perez. Mardacia Denaya Carroll. Carlos Eduardo Castro Gomez. Bailey Ann Sherricker. Melissa Marie Charlton. Tyreek Jaquan Chin. Cody Alex Clary. Denaria Aishana Cleveland. Andrea Samantha Coates. Alexa Friel Coleman. Jailier Naheem Coleman. Grace Delaney Collins. LaQuanda Monique Cooper. Justin Warren Corley. Macy Rebecca Crawford. Ryan Cruz Hernandez. Nyesha Kiera Colbert. Elizabeth Nicole Dickinson. Victoria Condra Dorsey. Elizabeth Sarah Easler. Richard Hale Enlow. Tiffany Montserrat Gonzalez Martinez. Alicia Michelle Etheridge. Reagan Nicole Fingerland. Moises Jovan Johnson David Forrest. Devontae Cordell Geiger. David Coleman Gentry Jr. Laura Lilia Gonzalez. Kandasia Jashay Graham. Kendarius Wakobi Graham. Marasia Diana Graham. Tamia Brintasia Graham. Christine Elizabeth Griffith. Savannah Bentley Grooms. Noah James Coleman. Simon Lahore Alexander Hammond Jr. Raekwon Denaje Hartley. Kaylin Eileen Perlon. Dariana Shania Hill. Corby Ted Height. Kylie Brianna Howard. Cody Dalton Hyler. Miriam Sheely Joaquin. Zaya Nyesha Johnson. Mark Jones Jr. Rakeem DeMarcus Jones. Jennifer Giselle Harardo. Araceli Liaison de Jesus. Aurelie Lycia. Shaquela Cantaria Long. Tiana Charlene Long. Clara Lopez. Francisco Lopez. Charisma Quintasia Lott. Taisha Katia Lott. Anthony Tanner Maroney. Courtney Ann Sky Martin. Joseph Isaiah McGrath. Trey Daniel McGraw. Luis Fernando Mesa. Jalen Antoine Minute. Kayla Gloria Salissa Mitchell. Isabella Snow Molina. Tanner Wade Norris. Mario Alberto Ortiz. Charity Jamessa Boots. Uriel Pacheco Contreras. Chandler Riley Palmer. Austin Figueroas Rosas. Calvin Perez Vasquez. Matthew David Perry. Edwin Poros Zamorano. Michaela Page Porter. Rachel Alice Porter. Alexandra Jasmine Cortez. India Savannah Posey. Ethan Matthew Howell. Kiara Brooklyn Christella Pratt. Sean Khalil Ridgen. Mary Claire Pugh. Jose Ramos Garcia. Cody Thomas Green. Marty Edward Reed Jr. Jonathan Ernesto Riggs. Drake Davis Riley. Ray Duffy Riley. Sequarius Arshar Jade. Cordarius Taekwon Robinson. Aaron Mackenzie Rogers. Kelby Lane Rogers. Jonathan Rodriguez. Andrea Rodriguez Alonso. Ansley Michelle Rollins. Brianna Lynn Rowe. Carlos Salazar Juan. Jackson Frederick Sample. Natalie Alexis Sawyer. Jazz Tashia Shepard. Jacob Lee Shore. Anaya Deandra Smith. James Hoy Smith. Malik DeAndre Smith. Osiris Raheem Springs. Jeremiah Jarrell Stevens. Ashley Faye Story. Jorge Luis Tapia. James Forrest Farrell. Elijah Solomon Turner. William Edward Turner. Martha Susanna Vasquez Molina. Latavia Renee Watson. Carrie Amelia Way. Jessica Sierra Whitfield. Altravis Tayshawn Williams. Cordelia Donisha Taylor Wilson. Michaela Olivia Williams. Francisco Yepes.
Will the class of 2019 please stand?
By the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina and the Board of Trustees of Saluda County School District, I proclaim the graduates of the class of 2019 with all the rights and privileges thereto appertain. At this time, you may move your tassel. Congratulations.
Let us pray. Dear gracious Father, thank you for walking us down this path to our graduation. We ask that you lift the families of our classmates that are not with us tonight. Please bless us and guide us with your spirit as we journey into this next chapter of our life. I pray that each of us will look to you for guidance as we pass through the many crossroads of life. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. In Jesus' name, amen. Now we ask that you please remain standing as we sing the alma mater.
establishment of the audience. Please remain in your seats until all graduates have left the gym. Graduates will be exiting the building out of the front of the high school. Please feel free to meet and congratulate your graduate there. Congratulations, class of 2019.